Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Xinhua Live. I am Zuo Xin, bringing you this report from Zhengzhou, Henan Province. Nowadays, intelligent vehicles are becoming part of everyday life instead of science fictions. Self-driving cars produced by Google, Tesla, Baidu, and so on have grown quite familiar to the public. And not long ago, with Henan Province enlisted among the national big data experimental zones, testing the latest 5G technologies. Yutong Bus, one of the leading bus manufacturers of China, have applied the 5G network to intelligent cars, creating a 5G intelligent bus that is now under open road test in Zhengzhou. As you can see, this lady behind me is just the bus we're talking about. So, without a driver's seat, pedals, or even a steering wheel, how does Yutong intelligent bus operate on an open road? How is it different from other intelligent vehicles? To answer these questions, we'll take a ride on one of these intelligent buses. And we have invited the Senior Solution Manager of Yutong Intelligent Transport Department, Mr. James Lee, to give us more professional introductions. Welcome, Mr. Lee.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, James. Hello, I'm James Lee from Yutong Bus Intelligent Department, Transport Department. Today, I'm very glad to sharing with you Yutong's 5G intelligent bus.
Okay. So, what is the name of this bus again?
Xiaoyu, we call it Xiaoyu. It's 5 meters long.
Okay, so Xiaoyu. So, as we can see here, Xiaoyu seems quite different from other buses. It is only about 1/3 of a normal bus size, and the outline is quite clear and simple.
Yes, it has no rear wheel. As you can see, we use the sensors, intelligent sensors, to replace the normal things. You can see there is 3 laser radar on these buses. This is the one is the laser radar, and this is another laser radar and the millimeter wave radar. On the buses, we have 2 millimeter wave radar on the buses, and we also have six cameras, exteriors, 6 cameras on the buses. One, yes, yeah. One. It is another one. This camera is on left side.
Okay, so it can have this 360-degree of
Yes,
view.
it can all the information around the buses and gather it and to analyze it. This one is the back, the rear laser radar. Yes, all the sensors can help the buses to get information around it.
Yes, indeed. It has many eyes and ears.
Are you interested in getting on the bus?
Yeah,
and,
sure.
direct?
Yeah, sure. With pleasure.
Okay, please.
Well, it looks larger than expected. And Mr. Lee, I noticed that there's no driver's seat, steering wheel, or pedals. So, does this bus completely require no drivers on the road?
Yes, it's level 4 autonomous vehicles. Level 4 means there's no necessary to have the driver, the pedal, or the steering wheel, because all the perspective and the decision making and the vehicle control all will be done by the bus itself.
Okay, that's very advanced.
Please have a seat.
Yeah, thank you. And of course, the seat belt.
Now, the first thing.
Sorry for my dumb hand. And as far as I can feel, the space of the bus is much larger than I expected, thanks to the absence of the driver. And the seat also feels quite comfortable. All covered with leather.
Yes, the passenger needs it. Okay, a little hot. Do you need any cooler? Do you need an air conditioner?
Yeah, cooler. Yeah,
I can open it and control it without touching any buttons. I will show it.
Yes, so how do you do it?
你好，小雨。你好，小雨。
Hello，
打开空调。
将为您打开空调，
空调23度。
将为您调到23度。
Okay, so I heard you just speak Chinese. What did you say?
Turn on the air conditioner and set the degrees to 23 degrees.
Okay, so can Xiaoyu understand Chinese for now? Understand English? English.
When it goes overseas, we will use the local languages. 你好，小雨。小雨，灯光。小雨，开灯。I use your voice to open the light.
Okay.
Can you feel it?
That's very convenient indeed. And
Okay, let's get started. Can I start?
yeah, sure, I'm ready. Let's hit the road.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Now since we have hit the road, I noticed that there is a large screen in the front of the bus, and there are some figures and visual sites. So what are those for?
This is our AR screen. It is used for the human to understand how this autonomous vehicles works. But as you can see, there is the green arrow. It means that it's the planning path for the vehicles, and it can also shows the temperature inside the bus and the speed. The normal speed is the current speed is 14 kilometers per hour, and it also have the battery left, and it shows the station and the line for the passenger to understand where he or she should get out of the bus.
Yeah, and I just noticed when the bikes pass by us, there are some yellow and white wave-like patterns. What are these patterns for?
Before we get on the bus, you see, ITQ to see the laser reader or the other sensors around the bus. It detects the things and it put it on the streaming video. So this is how the artificial intelligence works. It gets the information and it detects it, and it will analyze whether it's dangerous to the bus. So we put the information on the AR screen to help the passenger to understand it.
Okay, that's cool. And we can see in the screen that there is an exclusive line for Xiaoyu, and Xiaoyu has been running on that line all the time. And I want to ask, how does Xiaoyu recognize the line it is supposed to run on?
It uses the mixed the positioning method, the different color technologies, such as the precise positioning and HD map and the visual stamp. All this technology will be combined to guarantee the buses can identify his positioning and the lane. The accuracy of the positioning can be reached centimeters accurate level.
30 meters.
Yes.
That's indeed very accurate. Yeah, and I could hear just now that Xiaoyu is reporting to me the remaining time of the traffic light ahead of us. How does it get the information?
We use the V2X technology. V2X means vehicle to everything. That's the axis represents. As you can see on the traffic light, there's a red light. On the traffic light, there is a tin retina antenna. The white square box is our V2X instrument. It gathers the information from the traffic light and transmits it to the bus, such as the traffic light status and the traffic signal timing. So the buses can understand how much seconds left for how many seconds red light or the green light. It can adjust the speed.
And we can see there's a bus stop ahead of us.
Yes, it's a Tongshili station.
Okay, so maybe we can stop by
Are you
here.
interested in it?
Yeah, sure. We can see there are already some citizens waiting to take a ride on Xiaoyu.
Okay.
Maybe we can interview them.
Yes.
Yeah. 您好，女士。请问您可以接受英文采访吗 ？Can you speak English?
Yes, I can.
Okay, that's very lucky for us. So, are you here to take a ride on Xiaoyu, the bus behind us?
Yeah, sure. I will take this bus.
Okay, sure. It seems like is this the first time you take a ride on Xiaoyu?
No, I have taken it before, twice.
Okay, so is the lady here your friend?
She's my friend. She's the first time to
Oh.
take bus.
Yeah, that's great. So you are taking your friend to take a ride here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool. So could you please tell us which part of Xiaoyu impresses you the most?
Oh, firstly, the appearance. The appearance is very modern, I think.
Yes, indeed.
And then I go into the bus, I feel very comfortable.
Yes, indeed, true. And may I ask the last question? Do you know how the citizens can take a ride on Xiaoyu? Do we need money or card, things like that?
Oh, no. It's very convenient. You see the QR code there, I just scan it and then I can take it.
Okay, indeed. So it requires no money. It's all free.
It's all free.
That's very cool. So thanks for accepting the interview. Would you like to take a ride with us? On this bus?
I see the seat is all taken. I will wait for next.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes.
Please.
Thank you.
The people on this living or working on this island began to love the Xiaoyu. Since we published it several years before, the citizens, they began to recognize it, and they began to this will be very familiar to them. So they take their friends, they will to watch it and to experiment, and especially the kids, they love it. It's very fantastic for them.
Yeah, indeed. We can see Xiaoyu have gained some popularity among the citizens. And Mr. Li, may I ask how many bus stops do we have for now?
3 currently. 3.
信仰。
But we have a plan to expand this autonomous vehicles area to the whole island. So that means any citizens on this island can have their own the buses. Besides that, we also have developed an app. So that means the citizens can reserve a seat through their smartphone.
So it will be possible to order Xiaoyu to pick them up wherever we need.
Yes.
Okay, that will be a real convenience for us. And another question, I found Xiaoyu has been running relatively slowly. I mean, what is the highest speed of Xiaoyu?
Currently it's 20 kilometers per hour, but we can reach the 30 kilometers per hour. As we see, the speed is not the only goal. We want to balance the speed between balance it with and the passenger comfort.
Okay, yes, that will make us feel much safer on the bus. Yes.
Besides that, there is also something very special, not just on the bus. I will show it for you. Okay?
Sure.
This place. Let's
Let's
the
take
bus.
off. Yeah, sure. It's a pleasure.
This is another place for I can show you Yuton's coordinated vehicle and road system.
Coordinated vehicle to
Road system, that is just very difficult to pronounce, but that means you can see this is the two green wall.
Yeah.
This is if any pedestrians or buses go straight to the gate, the buses can't recognize it.
Yeah, it can be
If
dangerous.
any buses limits, it cannot recognize it. So we put some sensors on the road, such as this one. This is the laser reader. Laser reader.
Yeah, the
Yes.
one on the top.
Yes, on the top, the blue one is the laser reader. We put it not on the buses but also on the road. It can detect the situation, traffic situation from this direction, and will transmit it to the buses. How it can do it? This is the white one. The white square box has two antennas. This one just under the laser reader.
Yeah, the one with Yutong on it. Right?
Yes, it's the WeTrax instrument. We call it RSU, Road Set Unit. It will get the information from the laser reader and transmit it to the bus, to the coming bus. So the bus can know what happens to this direction. And all the buses, the connection between the bus and the WeTrax instrument, the laser reader, will be through 5G.
5G.
Yes, 5G. On this island, we already built 36 5G base stations, just like this one. The 5G base station is a little far from it.
Yeah, maybe we cannot see it from here. Yeah.
The 5G service is supplied by China Mobile and China Unicom, the telecom operator in China.
Yes, so they help convert the data to Xiaoyu.
Yes, not just to the things between them, not just the IoT, because we also have the cloud. Please hold on, see?
Yeah, sure, thank you.
We also have our cloud control platform. All the information is transmitted through the things, through the traffic light to the vehicles and the vehicles to the vehicles. We also want to transmit the data on the bus and on the road, all of the data to transmitted to the cloud computing, cloud central computing. And you get everything happened on this island on the operation. So the government, the operator, can know what happens, and they also can train the artificial intelligence to make it better, and also help the operator to know what actions he need to take to protect the people and to help the operation smoothly.
Yeah, indeed. That's a very large system, not just one single box. And here's another question. I mean, the place we have just stopped by, I found it is not a bus stop. I mean, if the passengers have some emergencies on car, can they order Xiaoyu to stop wherever they like?
We have the emergency button. If something critical situation happens, the passenger can push the emergency button. And we also, according to Chinese law, every autonomous vehicles have a safety driver. It helps to make the vehicles run safely.
Yeah, sure. One staff in charge of the safety always make us feel better on the car. And here is another question. I mean, after this ride, Xiaoyu has been performing very satisfyingly. And Mr. Li, could you please talk to us about your thoughts on the relation between self-driving cars and future transportation?
So I see the future transport is not just the vehicles, not just the autonomous vehicles. It also has intelligent infrastructure and the intelligent operational management. And so Yutong supplies the government and the operator not just the buses, not just these cute buses, but also the integrated solutions. So that will help the people, help the government to do their best things and to run the autonomous buses efficiently and swiftly.
Sure. And another question. I mean, after Xiaoyu, is Yutong planning to do any further exploration in the area of self-driving vehicles, the intelligent?
Yes, this is our phase one work. We also want to expand this autonomous vehicle area to the whole island. This is our stage 2. And we, at the end of this year, we also we will publish autonomous BRT system. So at that time, I will invite you to experiment.
Yes, and how time goes, it seems that we have already reached our destination.
But at the same time, the Chinese government, such as Zhengzhou government, they also want to keep safety of the buses and also want to take the advantage of the new technology, such as 5G, such as IoT, the artificial intelligence, and the big data. So they published the required rules of the intelligent connected bus road test. So all the things will be under the government management, and we will also help the people, like the citizens on this island. They will get familiar to these buses. They know how to deal with it. They know how to let it, like the advanced technology, be a part of their real normal life. So that's what we don't want. That's what we want to build an intelligent transport system for the future.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Li. It seems that our journey has come to an end. And thank you for accepting our interview. And have a nice day.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so after this ride, we can see that Xiaoyu no longer relies on its sensors and computers on itself alone, but the whole 5G network that connects various objects in the city. And with this network, Xiaoyu can learn the traffic situations that are out of the range of its sensors and receive the signal from its controlling center, the cloud, with almost no delay. And through Xiaoyu, we can have a brief glimpse of how life will be like when the 5G network enters our life. And apart from intelligent buses, Henan is testing the 5G network in multiple areas. And Zhengzhou is scheduled to have the 5G signal cover the whole city by the end of September this year. The 5G technologies are entering of life at a speed that everyone can tell. That's all for today's program. Thanks for watching. Training reporter Zuo Xin bringing you this report from Zhengzhou. Thank you.